Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Let's see. We're gonna get this too. Oh my gosh. Skippy's back. Let's see. How's everything looking? Here. You're a little crooked. I have to put my room all back together after I've been traveling a bit and stuff, so. There we go. Oh my gosh, welcome. Hi, I'm John Lemcool. This is our weekly gathering at the Waterhole Plug-in Guru live stream. I've got some stuff to show you, some cool things. There's a really cool new effect from PolyVerse I want to show you called SuperModal. GForce Audio introduced a new synthesizer called the Oddity 3. I have it. I can show it to you. And we're going to make some basses for this library. This is, oh my gosh, check this out. This is so beautiful. I love this. Isn't that nice? Over here to the knobs. Page 3 has a filter. Beautiful, beautiful. And I had some fun stuff on this. On page 1, look at this polyphony. You can change it from mono to poly. And bring up polyphony. So these are new patches. These are a couple new patches I'm showing you that I've been working on to add to this library. I think it's on the 11th. I'm going to add the library. It's going to be over 200 patches when the update comes out. Let me see here. I got to get to our chat stream. I don't see what you guys are talking about yet. Hopefully you're not saying anything not too. We're all being positive, right? We're being positive. I don't see any chat yet. Let's see here. Restart. There you are. GForce Oddity. Think about it, just buy it. Love it. All right. I see the chat finally. So welcome. I wasn't here last week. I was in Los Angeles. I have some photos to show you from that. It was a very interesting adventure. Taylor and myself hopped in my little Honda HR-V that I like very much, even though it's noisy. That's why I love in-ear monitoring noise cancellation. The AirPods, if you have a noisy car, you're on a long road trip, use AirPod Pros and turn on the noise cancellation. Even if you don't have music or anything playing, it will cancel the noise of the car. It's wonderful. Anyway, we drove 1,300 miles, I think it's about, between here and Los Angeles, 2-day drive. Stayed in a hotel halfway through the trip. We had an Airbnb in Los Angeles. We got to meet some of you and say hello. We showed Unify to a lot of people. Is really fun. Really fun trip. So here, I got photos in my phone. Let me see. FHO. I can't spell, can I? Taylor worked out great. I think he's here for a little while today. We'll test him on the server. Greetings to you all. I'm just looking at the chat real quick. I have to go back and forth between all the different monitors. Let's see here. Let's start. By the way, I am thinking of looking for someone to make these available to everybody who would like one to buy. Anybody interested in t-shirts? We had these for the show. They're really, really cool. We wore those underneath our lab jackets. In fact, I think this kind of shows us wearing our t-shirts and our lab jackets that we wore the first day. It's really, really fun. Yes, please. Love it. Let's see. I don't have these in order necessarily. Here's the booth space we had. I want to thank our friends at Ilio. They were so awesome to procure this booth space for us so that we could set up. They are our distributors, so you can buy Unify at different sites and different websites that have music stores attached. You can go into Guitar Center and buy Unify, things like that. We walked in the door, by the way, for the show, and the first person that we see is Jeff Stradling, my dear friend, that did the BBC Discover Station library with me, and Steve Picaro, another dear friend that's the keyboard player from Toto, and a film composer and talented gentleman. He was in an interview we did here on the live stream like a year and a half ago or so, I think it was. Really, really fun to see him and talk for a minute about what he's doing. He's really focusing on songwriting, which is definitely one of his monster talents. Really, really, really fun. Jordan was there, so Jordan was rocking out. They played Tarkus live, which is really fun. Let's see. Amin Bhatia was there. Amin has written one of my favorite demo songs for Omniverse 3. I have to do we just had that anniversary for Omniverse 2. Omniverse 3 is where it all comes together. That's the end of this saga. And there was a video animated cartoon cells that I had a friend of mine hired him to make. And I asked Amin to write a demo song. And I'll do it again. But if you go back and watch the Omniverse 3 video, the beginning of it is this musical piece. It's just unbelievably mind-blowing what it does. And it sequences perfectly with the animated cells that my other colleague that I hired to do the cartoon series, they line up perfectly to tell the story that I told them each. They did it both visually and with music. It was incredible. Oh, Nicholas, you're having a 60th, huh? Let me see here. Where is that at? I didn't see that up here. Well, if you're having a birthday, happy birthday, man. 60 is the new 40, yeah. Coming from someone who's 58, I hope 68's the 60's the new 40. That's great. Works for me. Let's see. Also, my friend, my God, CJ Vanston, incredible keyboard player. He bought that Moog or the Oberheim 4 voice when it came out, like many, many, many years ago. And here he is having Tom Oberheim sign it. Give him hell, he said. And then Tom did a really cool talk to everybody in the room, sharing some memories and history and how things work. And he sat one time with Bob Moog in a hotel room, getting drunk and talking about synthesis and all that stuff. There's cool memories that he shared. Then we have two people that are 58. Yeah, 58. It's interesting. As we went and saw my friend Alan, this is Ryland Allison, who's an incredible drummer. If you're familiar with Distorted Reality, this will date you a little bit because that's a sample library that came out on audio sample CDs in the 2000s that Eric Persing and Spectrasonics released. Eric made that library with Ryland. Ryland is just an incredibly talented musician, singer, multi-instrumentalist. In his house, he has this little he's got multiple sections for different electronic things, but this is the DJ setup with CDs and albums and stuff, and that's Taylor having a good time. After that, by the way, I took Taylor on Mulholland Drive. He'd never seen the other side of the city, so here he is flying in midair to catch a city picture, and I took a picture of the city while we were up there. It's beautiful, beautiful sights, all that kind of stuff. It's a really fun trip. So we were there for Synthplex, and hopefully they'll do it again next year, and hopefully they will have single-day tickets available. For this year, they didn't, and so it was a rather expensive ticket for people to buy, and I had friends that didn't come because they didn't want to buy an expensive ticket for all 4 days when they were only going to be there for 1 day. So hopefully they will glad you like it. There's this kid that played, unbelievably talented kid that played on Unify for a while. Let's see here. Here's Mike Babbitt, who did graphics and image and works for Ilio. He has a number of libraries he's released under the Ilio moniker, making faces with Taylor. It was just a really, really fun event. We had a good time. Here's Taylor out in front of our Airbnb. We had this funky place with 2 separate bedrooms separated by a bathroom. And it wasn't soundproof between the bathrooms. So anybody had to go to the bathroom. It's like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So it's like, okay. So we turn on the music really loud. So yeah, it was one of those kind of things. But, you know, it was a fun adventure. After that, let's see. I got to go to San Francisco for a bit to see my daughter, have dinner with her for Halloween. It was so good to see her, give her a hug. Then drove back to Los Angeles, or back to Portland the next day. Let's see. I want to run from here. Yeah. We'll start here. I might go back to using it standalone. Let's get our MIDI effect, show MIDI up and running. So you've got a keyboard to see what keys I am playing. Like this. Yeah, you gotta see it. So we'll raise this up a little bit. So how are you guys? If you have any questions, pop them up in the chat. I'm 20. I like that, Kindle. That's right on. 29 forever. Although, I don't know. I liked in my 30s a little better. I don't know. 50s aren't that bad. Each year you get... It's funny, though. You don't think you're that old when you're old, you know? 20-year-olds look at us and go, God, you guys are old. But so I thought, you just wait, sonny boy. It won't be hardly any time at all, and you'll be joining us. Well, let's do this. Let me show you this new effect first, because I am just in love with this thing. So PolyVerse has introduced a really cool new effect called SuperModal. It's a combination of 2 different filters. One of them being your traditional... Oh, it's doing stuff already. Here, go over here. You got your... And you can segue smoothly to the high pass. And one tip, if you click up here to drag, you're dragging based on it being a knob, so you have to kind of follow it around. If you try to go up and down, it doesn't work. You have to follow it. But if you click semitone, right? So you have this really cool filter that is just a traditional filter. And then next to it is the magic sauce, and that's this modal filter that can... Again, the sound before I start... these super modulation stuff. So, and then it has 4 modulation sources that can be knobs, ADSRs, sequencer, envelope followers, all sorts of things. And so they've just some really, really, really cool. I'm supposed to be playing drums on this, I guess. It's just for sound design stuff. It can get into that really cool, like almost razor-like filters for some of the modal settings that they have here. Let me see some of the other values here. You see the modulation sources. Anytime you see these bars, that's where you can have these different things. Let's speed this up. So now you can see so if you go here to the transform, now I have that dancing. I can go over here and have this one also dancing. So you can have it modulating the changing of these modes. Including the blend, so you can be dry. And then go over here. It's just really, really cool. The frequencies you can get out of this. I'm using it on some top secret projects that I would tell you, but then I'd have to kill you, so I can't tell you. Let me show you on some drums, because it's really fun for letting you hear sonically what's going on filter-wise if we have something like a drum groove going, I think. So let's go over here to new swing. Since we don't hear swinging a lot of stuff anymore, we're in the, okay, so let's go back down here to PolyVerse. Go to the drums. They have all these different categories. You can say dirty. Drums will be rhythmic stuff, I think, so. Adding that bass. Turn this off. Here's where the bass pitch is coming from. So as you can see, it's not your typical kind of filtering. It's really cool sound design. Cool stuff. Really, really fun. So if you need something for sound design, what's really cool is there's a wet and dry. So you can modulate that. We go like this and go modulate. Let's add this to be like that, and let's also modulate with that. So all you gotta do is just go here. So it's nuts, really nuts, really, really nuts. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Well done. So SuperModal, very, very cool. If you need creative sound design things to transform samples into other things. But I understand the sense. Well, let me give you an example. I'll show you something I've been working on with this. That's kind of extreme stuff I'm showing you. Let's see. This is... Don't want to give away anything too much. Here we go. Sound design SuperModal. So here's a sound from Abyss. Right? And this could be anything. I could have this be Guru Sampler, Mega Magic Pads. Let's go up here. It's way too many libraries these days. My gosh. Mega Magic Pads. Let's say something like Bright Zebra. Right? So it's allowing me to shape and transform this for some sample projects that I'm working on. I can get something weird like this. It's cool for adding a little bit of that. And then I would probably go over here and do something like adding reverb or something would be fun to add to this. Valhalla's like, I don't have it here. Oh. I've been authorizing, this is a new computer, so I still have a lot to add to it, right? So, but it's great for adding variations to things. It's also great for just whacking stuff up, like those drum grooves. If you need a really cool drum groove with cool personality and stuff, it's a great place to look for that kind of processing and so forth. Let me get something bright. You can put SuperModal on for, again, there's all sorts of categories here. So if we went to just dirty, you know, these kind of things. It's doing like synthesis filtering. It's one of those things, I think, when you hear something like this, if you don't know what to do with it, then it's not for you. So don't buy it. If you go, oh, I've needed something to do weird things like this, then this is your way to go. Right? This is taking it from this. So it's a place to take things and transform them into, it's something in a chain, if you want, of a whole bunch of things. You put noise box after this and put reverb, and I'm a happy kid. That's a really fun thing. Right? So that's fun if you need sound design tools and stuff like that. Yes, this is a plugin that is a buy from PolyVerse. Let me show you the link to their webpage. It just came out. They have it on, I believe, a special price. PolyVerse software, I think it is. Oh, I can't spell. Here we go. They call it a public beta in that, you know, I've done things like this before, but it's available. It works. It doesn't crash. It's not, you know, beta sometimes means, you know, it's a work in progress. They're going to add more to it, getting feedback from people. $49 instead of the $99 price that it will be at when it's not in beta. So it's a really, these guys are probably some of the smartest plugin team I know for what they're doing. Their gatekeeper and the interface, this graphic interface is the most incredible interface for doing rhythmic things. They have a free plugin somewhere in here, I believe. Menu, what's free? They used to have something that was free. Maybe they don't anymore. Wider is free, which is just a stereo width plugin. I thought they had something else that was free. I guess not. But SuperModal public beta, $49 is a screaming deal. On top of this, we're going to be looking at Oddity 3, which is from our friends at GForce Software that just came out. And it's also one of these where they have it at, it's like the going thing is, you know, half off when you first release something brand new. So here is a chance. I'm going to show you Oddity 3. I haven't even played with it. I just installed it just before the live stream. So we get to play with this together. This is Oddity 3. And it has a keyboard, so I don't need to show MIDI. All right. We got macros over here. Oscillator section. Here's our bend range. Polyhost. Here's the preset list, and you can browse. So nice filter. With a high pass. So you can nice. A vintage knob. Here's your envelopes. So your amp is off the touch. Curious what the blue. What is the blue? This must be some sort of a modulation assignment to see it in blue. So I have a problem if the C note doesn't equal C. That's C, so. Let's see, we're browsing some more. Nice. I wanted to make a bass like this for the bass library, so I'm gonna make a pulsing 16th note chuggy thing. Here's your polyphony. Here's aftertouch for volume. Oh. Just aftertouch. Oh, and it says right here what it's assigned to, so I have it set to filter. Distorted poly bastard. Okay. Let's see, do we have key tracking? Voltage controlled amp, high pass, voltage controlled filter, mixers here. Noise or ring mod. Ring mod means that second oscillator is being fed into oscillator 1, so I'm getting these really cool harmonics. If I turn off, now it's just an oscillator. Hear how it sounds like a second oscillator? But ring mod instead. Need this cool digital tone kind of. Back in vintage days, like Polymogs and stuff, it was the ring mod that allowed them get bell tones and stuff like that. If you ever heard like a Saga album, you hear all these really, really cool bell tones, but it's way before DX7s and digital waveforms. So they were using ring mod to get cool harmonics out of the oscillators. Nice. The only thing better than this would be if we were to duplicate this in Unify and take it down an octave. So now we have this is why it's so fun to play in Unify. Any time I can go, what if I duplicate a third layer and let's call this up to be a different patch, like one of these really cool arpeggiated patches. So we go browse. Oddity 3 sequences. Let's take it up an octave. And let's say when I add a reverb to this that everybody's going to share a little bit of. So go layer, auxiliary, reverb, and here's all my reverb presets. I want a nice long, like a dark, mysterious hall. And now I have a syn for each of the 3 layers. So I'm gonna just... And like that arpeggiator is kind of disappointing. Let's see, turn off mono mode. How do I turn off mono mode? Oh, poly. You might be doing an LFO for the... Let's see, where's their LFOs at? Trying to see what's doing the pulsing. Let's see. Sub. LFO. No. All right, VCO2. ADSR, LFO repeat, turn it off. Maybe instead, this was fun. We can go, oh, we want something a little more complicated. So we could go MIDI box, or actually we could just do this. Let's go arpeggios, blue arp. Why aren't you oh, because I have a MIDI box in here. So, and then go over here to step type and just say random. So now it plays. Oh, you know what? That's from the width control I set up. Bring that down. And then let's add a delay after this, just for this arpeggiated part. And make the delays a little more unique by adding chorus. So that's the fun of Unify right here. Reverb. Let's put a little water verb on this. That's all Oddity by itself. And then we can go over here. Let's add our master effects from the master presets. Check out the sound difference when it jumps. Without. With. Let's turn the whole thing down with the option key just a little bit so it's not distorting. Who wants this patch? Let's go save to the user. Library. Call this Oddity 3. Shadows dancing. It's BPM pad. We should probably put that up here too. BPM. Oh, PBM. Odd. Yeah, we should say the name. Oddity 3 Shadow Dancing. Made in live stream on November 5th. Save as. So, for this patch to work, you have to own Oddity 3 and Unify. Everything else is going to work. Oh, Lio Maze. Yeah, we could do all sorts of stuff to do like a Lio Maze thing. Wow. I won't go much deeper. Oddity is $50. Dreams Travel. Dreams Travel is a great name too. I like that name. All right, so let's see if I go to user so I can find this patch because, and then my trick is to option save and that will make it pop up. So then I can say reveal in the Finder, compress, go to Mr. Dropbox, and hi Dropbox, thank you. Let's come over here. Plugin Guru freebies for, let's see, this is Oddity. I'll give you it as a zip, so you'll need to unzip it and then place it. I'll show you how to get this. Actually, let's do it this way. This is how, say you want to make a library that you can drag into Unify. This is how you do it. You go new. I have a sustained note somewhere playing. It's really interesting. So you name this libraries. The rule is this. I need to make the layout. Let's see, BPM Oddity. Put this into here. We say patches. And then put this in here. And then the library that we have for libraries. Wait. User library. Don't follow me. Don't do what I'm doing yet. This needs to be called, don't be with me, user library. And then this is the patch, right? So it's all set up. So then you take, in other words, like this. So this follows the same layout as the library folder in Unify, where it's libraries, user library. Oh, and in here, now I need patches. And then put this into here. And that way, this will automatically put the file into this user library and patches folder for you. And now I can compress this and call this the LiveStream Oddity bonus patch. So let's go copy this Dropbox link. I'm real curious. Hear that note? I don't know. There, now it's gone. Just had a stuck note from some release envelope being really long or something. All right, let me put the link in our chat and I'll put it in the video description too. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? Wait, let me remove that. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Remove. Let me fix this. So we want to, so I almost had it right. I'm not thinking straight. So here it is. Go over here and you change where it says zip. Instead, you say guru, G-U-R-U, and say use guru. And now it is a zip file that will automatically, when you drag it over Unify and go, hey, do you want to install this bonus patch? I say, oops. That it won't do it. It won't do that for you. I don't know why it did that, but there it is. Oddity 3 Shadows Dancing. So as you see, that's the process. You make a folder called libraries, then the name of the library, and then if it's a patch, it goes in the patches folder. If it's samples, you need a samples folder. You put things in there, and that way Unify knows where to put them based on those folders existing inside of Unify. And then you zip it, and then you rename the zip.guru. There. Now let's go over here. It's Saturday again. Hey, Bernie. Let's see here. Okay, freebies. Now I can drag this over here. I have so many freebies, it's not even funny. I just keep adding to this folder, and boom. There you go. There's the link to the patch for Shadows Dancing. Yes, I am working on an update to the Labs library because they've added some new libraries to Labs as well. So I've been adding those, and it's taken a while for me. I don't even know if it's going to work. Oh, it does. Okay. It's taken a while for me to get all of the libraries to work on this computer. For some reason, I had some resetting I had to do of things. But yeah, they've added some new. They've got a tape drums. This will probably be coming out this week if I can get everything put together. All the bonus patches should be working. Dang. Yeah, so I am working to get this cleaned up. Again, let's go to Spitfire Labs. So I showed you the link for Oddity, right? It's right here, GForceSoftware.com. That will get you to where you can get Oddity 3. Let's see. Now, if you want to rename the patch, let's talk about this. Our patch system is a multi-layer patch system right now. So if you go to Oddity 3 Shadows Dancing, right, just made, if you want, you can go in here and you can say, rename this Dreams Dancing, and you hit update. And it will update the file so that it's now updated. But be aware, if you reveal in the Finder, it's still named the old name because our Finder does not match Unify. We have a protected layer for the patch names inside Unify, so I could name this anything I wanted. It's different than in the Finders. So if you want, you could go in here and rename it here as well. So if you wanted this to, just an example, it's called Dreams Dancing. Now, by doing that, that makes this patch no longer selectable. As you can see, I'm selecting around it. Oh, it's losing Razor. But when I go to choose this, it won't load it. So that means you need to hit the lightning bolt, have it do a quick scan. Since I have so many libraries, it might take it more than just a quick scan. I have this set up from when I was at Synthplex, where I had lots of libraries to show all at once. All of the Plugin Guru libraries. I think there's over, 14,000 patches available. So it's scanning quickly. It'll be done in a second. Let's see here. Oh, did it? How funny. So it's still stuck. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll have to see who's doing that. Let's study. We'll tear it apart. I didn't realize I had so many patches for this to scan. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Dubes. Thank you, brother. Okay, I didn't know it was going to take that long to scan everybody. Okay. And that wasn't an option rescan. That was just an update. So it's just having to go through a lot of data. Give it a second more and we will be good to go. We're going to make some patches inside of the base Synth Bass library. That's next on the list to do. So unless you have questions, if anybody has questions, let me know. Yes, we can all chat now. Hurry up, Unify. I didn't think it would take that long. There we go. Yeah, if I go, well, see, so now when I choose Oddity 3, it must be that I have some releases super long. This is the release envelope right here, so you can bring that down. But no, it's fading out. It takes a while to fade out, but it seems to be fading out. Just slow. Long delays, long feedback, long release times. Let's see, how many library patches do we have in here right now? Yeah. Oh, 49,999 patches. Wow. Oh, I see some doubling going on or something. So I'll have to see what's going on there. BPM pads. Oh, by the way, I should tell you guys, I have a special I just put out in the newsletter. I'm giving every one of you guys this weekend a $20 bill to the website. If you use, of course, I'm going to have to check. I think it's $20 to save. Let me double check. Go over your downloads, discounts. Yeah. Oh, $20 to spend. 20BUCKS. Here, I'll type it in the chat. To spend. That gives you a $20 credit automatically at my site. $20 to spend. Gives you a $20 bill. Go buy something at the website if you would like. Oh, that's not multi-threaded. Okay. Now, Unify and the base Synth Bass library are not included in this $20 bill option. But everything else is going to get you a $20 savings. So add something and put that in the promo code, little window at checkout, and save you some money. Yay. Synth Bass. So I have been working on some really cool, I want to do some more drones. So first of all, this is based on this 32 voice monster pad I made. Let's do a little analysis. This is kind of like chemistry, right? Like you look at this and you go, okay, what is happening here? Like this polyphony knob. I only see one layer, but well, of course, it's Unify. So if you double click this, it opens up this, which is 8 patches layered on top of each other with the same waveform. And once again, I thought I had updated this name and it didn't come across. Strange. But they're detuned to different settings. And then I have if you go to this Unify layer to the knobs and you go here, the polyphony parameter, as you can see, it's bringing in, I have it set to, it brings in 2 at a time with the same thing. So it seems stereo because I have centered and then left, right, left, right, left, right. I have some stuff going on for the imaging. See, as I bring this down, ends up with just 1 oscillator. Now there's 3. Those were really pan left and right, so it's really wide. Then up next become these 2. And then finally number 8. And you can have number 8 if you want. Take it up an octave. Hello. So. Then I have layer. I'm going to fade in. It'll be polyphonic. And how am I doing polyphony? Let's go over here to inside Unify, to this layer. And if you scroll down to the knobs for polyphony, what I'm doing is changing the voice mode of Guru Sampler between 3 different settings. And so that voice mode parameter is, you can see if we go over here and call up one of these layers, is this right here. So as I move this knob, or this here, you'll see it goes from mono legato, retrigger, polyphonic, right? So it's changing that. And how did I get it to be 3 stair steps like this? If you right click in the graph and go load curve, it will open up to the different curves, to presets. You can go to the macro link curves or the LFO curves. Either place will give you, macro link only gives you these, but what's really cool is this uses the same curve tables that are found elsewhere. So you can use any kind of curves, but these are steps. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 steps. So if I choose 8 steps, it changes into 8 steps like that. But I'm using the 3 steps. So just go over here and see. Come back. I don't know why you went over there. Over here, say 3 steps. Boom. And then you can either copy and paste, which is maybe a little bit quicker. So just say copy, then go each parameter that you want and say paste to paste the same value that you want other knobs to respond to the same thing. I have all 8 layers set up to the same basic changing of that polyphony at the same time, same place. And then the top layer unified, this knob is assigned to the plugin. Inside of the plugin of Unify, here are the knobs, including this one here for polyphonic, retrigger, or legato from mono. And so by moving this knob through the range, polyphonic, oops. What did I do? I haven't had to do that before. Cool. So you can polyphonic. Kind of cool. And I'm smoothly going, the way I'm getting polyphony to work and be really smooth is using a, let's see, go to the knobs for polyphony. I'm using the mix level, which is a parameter inside a Guru sampler right here. So it's bringing that up. Go to one of these other knobs. second. Oh, no, this is one mix level. Yeah, I've actually modified this on one of the. I'll clean it up, but there, I have a couple variations on this where this is the mod wheel version, which means it's dark the whole time, and then when you move the mod wheel, you can determine when you want it to, instead of it being on an envelope. Yeah, I gotta make sure I do consistency between all 4 patches that I've done. Let's see here. What kind of patch do you guys want to make? Fat! Spire's great. All right, I wanted to make some more drones, things that can sit there. Let's do this. Let's do one from a different perspective. Let's go over here. Just start with a Guru sampler. Let's go to the bass library and look for a cool waveform for drones. I kind of have my thoughts about what I want to play with. I want to use PhaseBot. Now I'm gonna want to do more mayhem to this and layer it with some other things, but I want it to still be a single layer inside of the top of the interface. So we now have this ability in Unify 1.9 to move into a new embedded Unify, choose that, and boom, it collapses it all. So now we have Unify inside of Unify. That's one of the unique things Unify can do that nothing else can do. That's so cool. So now I could say, duplicate this. Let's look for another sound that's gonna give us a different vibe to this. Maybe like a Moog. Let's do the Moog 3-os. And I want this brightness to filter, so let's go filtering. And I want this to be filtered too, so let's go low pass filter. Since I'm doing basses, I tend to not use much velocity to the amp, so I'm going to turn that down. Because bass is one of those sounds that you just want it to be there and be consistent. Cool. Let's get this to have a little bit more of a shape too. Like a John Carpenter movie thing. In fact, let's turn this into an old filmic. Let's go over here to dynamics. Actually, distortion, chow tape model. Nice. Let's see. Turn on wheel. Do that. I'll bring up the lag so it's slow. Cool. Now I might want to add a sub to this. So let's go double this, duplicate, open this, go over here. Let's choose one of these subs. And let's check our frequency range. That's what I thought. We're too low. We're a super sub right now, so. Okay, and you're gonna play on the downbeat and you're not filtered at all. Now let's make this mono retrigger. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Check this out. So I'm gonna say copy this layer, get rid of it, and then this is why it's fun to have it as a separate layer. So I can say paste, so it's on its own layer without the chow tape model. So this can scream out in all its beauty for all the subs. Settled. And I will add comments later. Save as and save. Now I'm going to make a BPM version of this. So I'm going to say BPM paste. I'm gonna go save as, so it saves a completely new patch. And let's go in and find out where we want to add rhythm. I think the filter would be really fun to play with. So let's go over here and say custom for shape. Set it to notes, set it so it's synced. Let's let this filter EG do its thing while the filter is LFO is also. So it comes up, then it comes down and gets more pronounced. Now to make this more unsettling, let's add a delay that's doing some fun things. Go over here, say high pass. Get it off sync a little bit. And let's put a power curve. And because this is inside of Unify, right? This is inside of a Unify layer, I can go over here and say, give me a CC writer. And let's have it just do a calculated saw up. Okay. So it's CC20, so I can go in here to Unify to the knobs. Just right click and say assign to CC20. now that's dancing, so I can assign it to different parameters. Link parameters. Let's go to this one, to the effects, to the omega delay. I want to go to the filter frequency. Now I'm not hearing it because I don't have a lot of Q on that filter delay. So let's go over here to effect, omega delay, filter Q. And maybe I want this to go up and down. So I can say up and then back down. Maybe I want to be half that speed. So let's go over here to CC Writer, slow it down to 2 bars. While it's doing that, let's have this also play something else. The thing that's cool and crazy with this is this knob is moving and I can assign it to any parameter of this entire Unify layer. So let's go over here to the filter cutoff. Sampler resonance. Cool. So we got a little bit of fun motion happening. And just to check it with rhythm, let's go over here to any library that has grooves. Gee, none of these have any grooves. Let's go Cloud City. I'm going to change this to Unify Layer / drum. So I can just choose one of these and boom. Case, I'm going, okay, good start. I want it more pronounced. So let's go to the knob. Okay, it's getting there. I have, I believe, the filter G a little high. There. And this other layer, let's do this. Let's get to do a really fun sample and hold, quarter note, sync, eighth notes, random. Actually, I think sample and hold is what we want. Now you combine that with that dancing up and down. Go over here to the delays. There we go. What do you think? Let's turn it down a little bit. Watch our levels here. Here, without drums. Hey, J Hart, we don't do song streaming here. This is patch programming, sound design, fun. All right, so we'll option save this because Unsettled just got a little bit more interesting. Right? I'll have to watch my resonance on that. Yeah, we don't do songs. This isn't the channel for that. So that's somebody else. Sorry. Let's see here. Let's get this down a little bit. I think I gotta watch. There. When I had this set to bidirectional, it was going in the negative too deep sometimes. There. Now, another thing that's going to come with this library I wanted to add was some patches using OBXD. I've got patches using FM, which is DX. Oh, let's put this to normal load. So, right, all sorts of cool. Let's make something with OBXD really quick and then layer it with something inside of the base library. So let's do this. Let's get rid of this layer. Instead of DX, we're going to go to the Unify Standard Instruments OBXD. And let's see, what is this? This is a low pass filter. We don't need that. We have knobs and everything for pump house and all these things set up here, so I'm going to keep those. Let's do a big unison thing because this thing sounds cool. Let's drop it an octave. Let's get a little filter EG fun. Now the fun thing with OBXD, when you set it to unison, or even if you're not in unison, this is the voice panning for each of the 8 voices. So if we play with the panning on these, the sound just became even more massive sounding. Let's hit high quality for the filtering. Cool. That's huge sounding from one plugin, isn't it? That's why we like OBXD. And let's do this. Let's say move into an embedded Unify so that we can now layer this with something else and then get some modulation happening, because that's where it's really fun. So let's say duplicate this layer. And instead of OBXD, let's choose Guru Sampler for the second layer. And let's go up to the cutting edge bass library. And then let's make this even more massive because we have so much CPU to play with, it's not even funny. So let's duplicate the layer. Octave up, little detune. Let's duplicate this again. And let's pan one to the left, 64, one to the right, 64. And let's make this have some random sample start. So now they're no longer tied to the same phase. And let's say duplicate this again. Let's have this have a nice snappy attack. So to get a snappy attack, I'm going to use the pitch on the LFO. We're going to trick it into being an envelope by setting it to 1 shot. We're going to set it to unidirectional, speed up, and let's say custom. So I can slow down if I want. Because I'm doing the pitch EG on the high pitch, it helps it cut through the mix without messing up the low end in a way. The low end is staying stable, but the pitch bend is happening on something that's an octave and a fifth up. So you get the benefit of the snap on the higher frequency without affecting the bass frequencies in this type of technique. I might want to duplicate something else for a snap. So duplicate. The cool thing with Unify is this is what? We're at 6 oscillators. And it's distorting a little bit. But you can make these massive sounds. This takes up less than 1 oscillator in Serum, you know? And I'm going to go down here. Let's add a mastering level so I have some EQ and things to work with. Optimizer light. And then let's hold down Option and turn these all down just a little bit. And maybe I want those high frequencies to fade out a bit. So let's say sustain down, decay about, let's say 1 second for these two. So say sustain down. So then they go away. So they give me the attack that I want. Now, since I'm going more snappy, let's get this to match. Yeah, these guys here, I want to filter them a little bit, so we'll go past filtering. That's nice. Get these two to match. So they come in, they settle at a more bass frequency, so they're not so buzzy. And I'm going to want to play with the release on all of these and the attack on all of these. So let's set up a knob. Let's call this bass, amp, release. And we can go in here to current value to 0. So we say bass 1, OBXD. Where is your amp release? There it is. And then we can go over here to the other Guru samplers and say amp release. And then since they're all about the same, I can just use the duplicate plus 1 layer on all these other layers to get all 6 layers. But I'm setting the max. To be a different value. So you can do either type of bass. Have a cool groove going with that. If we were to see, we're in Logic, so I could go over here. Let's just get something silly going on really quick. Let's say new instrument, Unify. I'm going to call up a bass thing. This library has a really cool dubstep kit in it, which can do some really fun things. So we'll call it the dubstep kit. Oh, I need the one more time. Okay, so we got groove going. Let's get it to be a little bit more. That sounds more new. Yeah, I like that. Cool. All right, so Twister 5. We'll call this bass. OBX Twister to the 5. Save as, and I gotta fill in the comments for this. Go save. I like that. And then I'll set up the knobs so we could do like this. Let's go over here to this, to the knobs inside of the Unify layer. Let's say the 5th. And we can go over here and say, give me instruments inside of Guru Sampler, the master level. And then let's say duplicate this +1 for the other layer. So I can get rid of that if I want. Let's get these guys to be snappier. There we go. And what's fun, by using the master level of the plugin, I can bring up the mixer level. I still have control of this, and it doesn't change the fader volume, so I can adjust these after the fact. Now I need to go up here. I don't have a sub, so we'll say the 5th levels. And then we open up this knob, say full range. Inside of that Unify layer, there's a parameter called 5th. There it is. There it is. So, fun. Cool. Okay. So, I have 20 more basses to make. I won't bring you guys along for all of them. Cool, DJ. We're all unified, brother. Cool. Okay. Well, that wraps up this live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hey, Greg, I'll be over this week. Gregory, everybody shout out Greg. Shout out Greg. He's giving me a killer deal on a Genelec subwoofer. Yo, 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 Greg. I don't have a subwoofer here. It's so funny. I have these smaller Genelec speakers, and I love them. They're great, but I can't wait to hear what this room sounds like when we have a subwoofer in here as well. Cool, 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 cool. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the kind words. I love to make sounds. Oh, that's so sweet. That's all sweet. Yeah, it just can't. I can't wait. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. So anyway, this is the Bass Station Library, the cutting edge synth bass. If you don't have it, get it. It has so many killer. You get this BPM stuff. And the BPM bass also has BPM grooves, like Saber Teeth has a. But you can always go back to just BPM bass. No drums. So now you can put your own drums in. And this is using the CC writer to get that effect. This is using Polybox to do step sequence, kind of like wave sequencing. Like this is that one sound, so I could open this up. I can go to that, and let's add a reverb to it. This is stuff you can do to the library yourself. That's what's so fun. Let's say call. And what's crazy is if I want to like say that's got the reverb on it, let's put a pump house after that to make it rhythmic. So we say dynamics, pump house, 16th note. And then after the fact, you could keep adding all you want of your own effects. Super, super fun. So it's $39 for another week. Week from Sunday on the 13th, it will be $49 retail. Right? Really, really fun. Good stuff. Variable latitude's cool for the slow it down. Get a dance groove with that. It's really cool. It's got a really cool depth to it. Let's see if I have a groove. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what's happening there. Good times. Yeah, Unify can get so deep so easily because you can start with something simple. We could, here's a fun example for you guys to try with. Go to the standard library, go to a pad, right? Just find a simple pad. Let's start with like Grand Tetons. That's a single layer. Right? Just say duplicate and set it to be like maybe plus semitones higher for the second layer. And then just hit plus a whole bunch of times. Or down minus 10. And then duplicate again. Open up that Guru sampler. Choose a different library, like maybe Magic Pads. Plus, 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 plus. Fun new sounds. And again, each one of these layers, I could say, no, I want this to be GForce Oddity 3. Boom. And it's there. Cries of the Future. Let's find a cool little pad sound here. That might be even cool, just to have a solo thing that's then layered with pads. Oh, I get it. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining, for watching, for hanging. It's good to see all of you. Good to be back. Good stuff. I will see you all next week. Don't forget, there's $20 in your hand right now. All you have to do is use the promo code The t-shirt's not for sale, Daniela. I'm going to design one and make it available, but I haven't done that yet. I had a local company make those t-shirts. They were very expensive. So I'm going to try to find someone that can get me going. Where is the today's oddity patch? Let me get it to you real quick. Let's see here. Oddity. Copy the link. Here's the link. You just need Oddity 3 and Unify for that patch to play. And it sounds like this. We renamed it Dreams Dancing. That's not the name of it when you download it. Right? Cool. But I gave it a different name. It's like Shadow Dancing or something like that. But someone asked about renaming patches. So part of today we went through and I showed you how you can reveal it in the Finder and rename it. And rename the patch under the save because it's 2 different levels of saving. So the version that you download is actually called, let's see. Show in Finder. If you ever have problems with the Guru file, I shouldn't tell you this, but if you go here and rename it zip, you can now open it as a zip file. You zip, boom, 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 patches. There it is. What's the name of it? Shadows Dancing. So. Okay. All you need is Oddity 3 and that patch will play. Have fun. I wouldn't doubt if somebody will get me the Oddity 3 library unified this week too. Some of you guys out there are so fast with the automated patch saving that it's wonderful. So maybe by next week, we'll see how that goes. All right, well, oh, let me, capital jazz chords at the end. Here, let me show you the keys here so you can see what I'm playing. And if you love jazz chords, if you're into all that kind of good stuff, YouTube, you have to watch this. This will blow you guys away. There's a new album from Lewis Cole. Those of you that don't know Lewis Cole, if you love jazz chords and cool drumming and crazy stuff, this guy is, I'm a big fan of Lewis Cole at this point. I'm so sad. He was here last month here in Portland. I missed him. But he has an album out, Quality Over Opinion. It's insane. If we go Spotify for a second, I've been playing a lot of Lewis Cole. So if I go, home, let's see. Let's see, listen from another device. Oh, we're listening from the wrong thing. This computer. Why didn't I hear it here? How funny. Oh, so we go sound, system preferences, sound, loopback audio. So go loop. I'll get you guys hearing this. I'm not monetizing the stream anyhow, so I don't care. No, go away for right now, please. Pass through is on. So do you guys hear this? Is this playing for you? Do you hear that? Because I can't hear it here. How funny. But I just don't know if you can. Nope. Okay. You don't hear it. Wow. You know what I got to do is go over here and just say Spotify. That sometimes get it to work. Well, anyway, this is the album you need to hear. It's just incredible. Dead Inside Shuffle is just so cool, but for some reason it's not playing. So I'm not going to troubleshoot in front of everybody. But okay, well, you got to know about jazz. You know about Lewis Cole if you don't know about him. This album is just great. Dead Inside, I'm Tight is killer. The whole thing is great. Let Me Snack is crazy with the dubstep breakdown. Good stuff. So let's wrap it up there. Let me see if I go Mac. Now you hear it, right? Let's see. So killer, man. This groove. Love, love, love this album. Oh my gosh. I'm Tight is just. What do you want me to do? I can just play this and enjoy. Chords, man. Bass. I mean, the whole album is just so great. So, if you want to get some new, fresh inspiration, just play some Lewis Cole. It's talented dude. I got to see Nowhere here in Portland a couple years ago, and it was great. Wish I could have seen Sean when he was here. Oh, it gets me excited. I love Lewis Cole so much. This is what I played most of the way driving down to Los Angeles and driving back. It's a good time. All right. Well, thank you for joining. Don't forget, I love my little brain. Okay, $20 to spend is the promo code only for this weekend. After Sunday night, it's off. But right now, I'm giving everybody that's watching this a $20 bill in your hands to spend. Go buy yourself a library. I guarantee you, you'll be happy. Reinvent one of your synthesizers to give you a whole bunch of new sounds that will hopefully propel you into something new and inspiring. Okay? Thank you all for joining. We'll see you next week. We should do our shout outs. Gotta do our weekly shout outs. Come on, Skippy. Where are you at? All right, shout out. Thank you. Keith is already on it. Shout out from Portland, Oregon. Good to see you all. Oh, thank you, Hanky. Love you guys. Hey, vendor. Richard, Doobs. Doob is one of my customers that I think has every library. If I could hug you, here, I'm hugging. Hug, hug, hug. Thank you. Appreciate all of you guys. Live stream is every Saturday, dude, from 12 p.m. to usually 1:30 p.m. I am here. We jam. We get down. We play funky stuff. We make sounds. We look at new plugins every Saturday. So please come back. Thank you. Good to see you all. Hey, Mr. Fuzztone. It's good to meet you too, dude. Really nice. We're staying up just to the end with the Lewis Cole is insane. Oh my gosh. So inspiring. What's the code? $20 to spend. $20 to spend. There you go. At checkout, you type in $20 to spend. Right? Let me see. Let me double check. $20 to spend. Yeah. A whole bunch of you have used this promo code already. I put this out in the weekly newsletter for everybody. So, yeah, give you a chance. And you can use it over and over again. So buy one library with it, then buy another library with it, then buy another library with it. That way you save even more with each library purchase. Bass Station library, the Synth Bass library is not on the sale, and Unify is not on the sale. Unify will be on sale for Black Friday. I'm telling you right now, going to be sweet. For any of you that have been thinking about getting Unify, get it during the Black Friday sale. It's going to be at a discounted price, which is something I never offer, hardly ever. I did once like 2 years ago, and I did once during something like in the last year. So this is like the third time it's going on sale in 2.5 years. Over 2.5 years. So Black Friday, we'll have some fun spells, but the patches today are complete soundtracks. Yeah. You can do a soundtrack with that. Now, to make this more fun, if you're still sticking around, I'm going to keep playing some more. So let's open up Unify. Let's say from the current value, let's go look at each of these oddities. Find out where's the filter cutoff. VCO, just a few parameters here, huh? Glide, VCO, output, sample, hold, LFO, ADSR. Oh, scroll, VCF. Velocity, no. There's a high pass filter cutoff. We want the low pass filter cutoff. Holy cow, that's a lot of parameters. VCF cutoff, there we go. And let's duplicate this for the second layer because it's the same plugin. So if you want to assign this knob, here's how you do it. Let's delete these so we do it together. If you call up this patch, and what was it called again? Shadow Dance, right? Shadows Dancing. So here, I'm going to rename it that so it doesn't confuse anybody. Update. So if I want to get to the knob, I could go to any one of these parameters here, say link parameters, right? This pops up this window. Set this to this value to start with. What this means is that the far left is 0. Far right is the current value. So it will call up what the current value is for the parameters. Then you click the little plus button. We want to go to the instrument layers. We could also go to auxiliary or master, but we don't have any of those what we want to look at. Just the instrument layer, number 1, Oddity 3. And here's all the parameters. Just scroll down. There's VCF gain. Here we go. VCF cutoff. It's way down the list. And I can now just click right here and bring this up higher and listen to find the frequency I want it to sit at. Let's have this one go all the way up. Let's say duplicate this and have the second one there. So that way they're not the same. Here's a nice chord for you. Nice. Isn't that nice? It's really nice. And maybe this third Oddity 3 we want to have its filter on another knob. So go to a knob that's not assigned. You can tell if a knob is not assigned because it's in a dark gray color. And you just click right here and say link parameters. Let's go instruments, but this time to number 3. That's the 3rd layer. Oddity. Scroll down the list of Foreverhood till we get to filter cutoff. Oh, I went to the wrong below it. So I'm gonna actually cheat because I think it's just called LFO filter cutoff. Yep. There. So I now have 2 knobs. We can call this the ARP volume just by double clicking here. It's the pad filter. This is actually ARP filter, not volume filter. So now they're separate and I can control them. Right? That's the fun with Unify, is any of these 32 knobs can be set up to any of the parameters that you see in any of these plugins. So you can really do just all sorts of creative, fun things. Say I want the reverb. Well, it's a pad, so you're not going to notice it so much, but I could do this. Let's go over here to this 4th knob. Let's use this button right here so that it's still set at current value to minimum. Go instrument 3, auxiliary 1, send. So now if I want, this would be called the ARP reverb. So I can make the reverb go away. So I can let it do its thing. Now I still have the delay and stuff inside of Oddity. So if I wanted to, this is the beautiful thing. I can go to the plus button, instrument 3, go into Oddity. Go looking around here, delay amount. Oh, it's at 0. Okay, so that's not the parameter we want. So let's go into auxiliary 3. Not delay amount. Is there delay wet dry mix? Delay left. Oh, look at all the parameters that they give you for everything. Nice. Reverb size, reverb state, reverb decay. Wow, reverb decay. It's fun to look at all the parameters to see what you can play with in this plugin. Here we go, reverb mix. So that way I can bring up the reverb inside of Oddity and Unify's reverb at the same time, or make them both go away. Get your own Jean-Michel Jarre moment going on. Tell you what, let me give you this patch too. We'll call this Dancing version 2. Save as save. And then I need to go down here. I'll give you both of them so you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And let's say reveal in the Finder. Let me make sure that these are named. Shadow dancing. Okay. And let's see in the list form so I can make sure I get the 2 patches. Shadows dancing. Let's put both of these over into here. Oh, wait, I got the zip. What in the heck am I doing? Shadows dancing and version 2. Put them into the folder, user library, patches. Replace the other one just to make sure you guys have the latest, the most current ones. So now we can, let's do this. So to make it a .guru file, we say compress, and then I'm going to give it its name and change the zip to guru. Use guru. Let me put this into the Dropbox goodies and say replace. And then go like this, copy the link, and boom, there you go. So I'll put this in the video chat too. So if we go up here, can I put that into the, I used to be able to edit the chat, but I don't know if I can edit right now. Stream settings, analytics, stream health, shopping. I'll put it into the chat after we get done with this live stream. Good. Yeah, no, the whole thing is to teach you guys. I want to teach you. The reason I do as much support on YouTube is to share what I know. I don't want to pass from this planet to whatever is next and not try to help as many of my brothers out as I can with synthesizer programming, enjoying what you can do with these electronics in software form is what it's all about. So, yeah. So version 2 calls up like this. Just grab on these sliders on the knobs. Beautiful. And these are set up to be automated inside of your sequencer. So you can just start writing, moving the knobs while you're playing your pads, whatever you want to do, and it will record it. So, yay! Off you go. So you got the link. I'll put the link into the video description as well. Good. Hey, Richard. Welcome. Good to see you here, man. Good. Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, I've thought about making videos and all that kind of stuff. It's like, nah. Build libraries, please. I want you all building libraries. The number of, there's people, I've been at this since what? I started this website in 2009, right? So I've been around a little while. There are people that are moved on, but I've taught how to program synthesizers that made libraries that I've sold up my website before. So, yeah, I want to share what I know with you guys, and that's why I'm here. I'm honored to have this opportunity. So, hey, good. I'm glad to see you all. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to go get some lunch somewhere. I think I'm feeling like a burrito or something like that. Peace to you all. Be inspiring, be inspired, create beautiful sounds, and we will see you next week to do it all over again. Again, Cutting Edge Synth Bass is $10 off. $20 to spend is the promo code. I've got $20 in your hands to buy any of the other libraries. I've got over 80 libraries. So yes, namaste forever. Deep breath. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks again for joining, and see ya.